look at the determination on his face. Look with the with the cleaning. Yeah. May give us problems yet when we even come to starting it. It may sort of lead us down rabbit holes. So the best bet is to get it all back, and we've decided when we get like the gearbox out and things, it'll be easier if and when we do the clutch. Then once the engine's back in place, to actually just get the gearbox off, it's so much easier to get out because it's rear-wheel drive. So much easier to do than getting the engine out again. So that's what I think the plan is going to be.
Looking at that clutch again, it's got a few thousand miles wear on it. It's just no point. But then
you're convinced, aren't you?
You're in a dilemma because you think, well, it's out and it's here. Do I just do it?
That's the thing, isn't it? It's like we say, you could spend a couple of £100 doing it when you don't need to. When sort of 3 or 4 weeks down the line, we find another problem that's going to cost a couple of £100, and you didn't really need to spend it.
I think the good thing is that I have driven this car on that clutch and it felt fine. So, fingers crossed. Gotta do it, gotta do it.
Yeah. Well, that'll be another video taken out when it's up on the ramp. Fortunately, we do have access to a ramp sometimes here on base. So if we come to do a job like that, we'll probably do it on the ramp. But we're just doing it here because it's easy. We don't have to book anything. We just come here, open the door, and we just crack on. So anyway, I'm going to go get some Scotch-Brite, and we're going to clean this sump gasket up and get it all ready to be put on anyway. Rest of this up, it's just absolutely caked in years and years and years of stuff. So we'll give it a bit of a clean, then we're going to stick it all back together because it's getting cold. But look at the determination on his face. Look with the with the cleaning. Yeah, well, we had a hot dog break as well, so that was nice. So yeah, but the thing is, when you do stuff like this, you think, you know, oh yeah, we'll just clean it for an hour, but then you can be like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours in, and you know, you don't realise how much.
Really,
sort of,
what you want is you want a chemical bath, don't you, for this, or a,
you
you really do.
You don't want to be sat outside outside on a drive on a cold January afternoon, but hey ho, still fun. Still fun. But yeah, it looks nice now. Really nice. Ooh, yeah. I think that'll go. And you can just see, look, just the crud that's coming off. So
See around this side. Really getting there.
nice. It's looking good. Slow process, isn't it? But hey,
Yeah, not far off.
we'll get there. Like Sam said, this is going to be like a rebuilding thing now, and we've decided that we'll get it all back together, so at least it runs and it stops, and then we can work out from there, can't we?
I want to use it.
Yeah, exactly.
Use it.
Cruising, go cruising for bee hatches and stuff. Yeah, I hope the missus don't watch this, she'll go mad. So yeah, looking good. Look at hot soapy, nice cheap sponges, toolboxes. What more do you need? What more do you need?
Warm weather.
Oh yeah, there is that. Coming soon though. I was really excited yesterday, the fact that it got to like 5 o'clock and it was still light. Bonus. Happy days, right? So back to the time lapse, and we'll show you what it's like hopefully when we're done and we're getting there, or getting to the stage where we're putting the gasket on anyway. We're ready to start putting it all back together, and as you can see there's no torque settings or anything for replacing the sump. Just saying, like, jointing compound, which we've got, gasket, which we've got, nice clean bottom of the engine we've got, nice clean bottom of the sump, or top of the sump
Yep, the face there.
we've got. So
We've
we're
sort
ready.
of cleaned off to the best of our abilities there, but it's not going to be perfect.
We don't have a parts cleaner, do we, or anything like that, so like we said, we've discussed it earlier, we're going to get it running. I think Sam's sort of plan in the future will be to do a full thing, but without any of the tools and the right stuff. We've cleaned it so it's good, but we want to get the engine running. We want to make sure this car runs and stops, and then obviously we'll come up with things from there. I mean, it'd be ideal, you know, to paint everything, get it all done and send it away, yada yada yada, but at this point where we're at on the build, I don't know,
We want it usable.
yeah, and
Usable.
you know, it's great, but for the channel as well. I mean, you want to see us going through all the mistakes, but you know, we'd get a next video out, will be in 6 months' time, and that's not what we're about. Plus, we've got other cars. I've got the BMW, the Mustang to work on. The other half's car, we've got another video to do on that because we're doing the headlights once the weather gets better. We've started that, which I'll put that on eventually, but we only did half of it, so you know, and you've seen the drop link video, so we're doing bits and bobs. I've been speaking to guys about Mustangs as well today. He wants his exhaust doing, so in the purpose of getting many videos out and things like that, we'll just get this done, and I'm sure it goes against, this is the worst thing, it goes against all our beliefs, because you know, we want to do it properly, but
Perfectionist, but
yeah,
I just want to get it running.
yeah, running, because look at that beast, look, it's
Look
saying.
how high it's sitting.
Don't know if you can quite see that.
There's no weight in the front, is there?
Got it up on there. Looks like a 4x4, doesn't it? It's got that much clearance. I reckon you could actually just get under there now. You wouldn't actually.
Yeah, you probably actually.
Wouldn't need to jack it up. So yeah, we've looked in the book anyway. There's nothing specific in there with reference to torque settings, but you've got to think. I mean, when Sam took it off, it wasn't, but you can't imagine the torque settings on this are going to be massive. I think
They weren't that tight.
I think the compound probably does the majority of the work, and then the gasket just seals it in. So is that like a 2-part, or is it just a single part?
Single part, yeah.
So what's that? Just instant gasket. There we go. Nice.
And we've
So,
got
yeah.
a nice new gasket just here.
Oh, beautiful.
So we'll put a thin layer on both sides, and then we'll get a nice blob on the threads of the bolts as well to make sure we get no leakage, because we do not want to be taking this off again.
Well, not yet anyway. Definitely not this week.
favour if anything.
Very nice, very nice. You've got a till on, hasn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
Nice. You can see we made a lovely mess. Best bits come in to clean up. Right, here we go. No pressure, mate.
Right.
Oh, nice.
Perfect. Perfect.
Beautiful. That is.
Well lined up then.
And then I'll put a bead on the block as well.
Aye. Right.
Same drills again.
Right, so I'll cut to time lapse of this bit. Right then, so we successfully put everything on. Oh, the sump gasket on, as you can see. As you can see, there's no torque settings, but we've tightened, given it a nip. Nothing too strenuous, but as you can see, it's pushed all the instant gasket out, so we know we've got a good seal all around anyway. So what we've got to do, you want to let this sort of dry now for really minimum 24 hours, isn't it, before we do anything. But we're not going to be putting any fluids in here anyway, so it'll have plenty of time to dry. So we're happy with it.
Just going to get a bit of this excess off. And then...
Yeah, look at that. So yeah, that's it. So this will probably be a wrap for part 4. As you can see, it just takes such a long time, you know, just to get where we've got and just cleaning it up and that, you know, this is a good 3 or 4 hours work in the afternoon, and we've essentially put a gasket on, haven't we? You know, and if we was trying to do this with, you know, painting it and all that sort of stuff, you can just see how long these things take. So kudos to the guys on TV that do it in a couple of weeks, but you know, they've got all the right tools and what you probably don't see off camera as well. But yeah, so that's it for today's video, part 4 anyway. So we'll be back. Probably the next video will be, we'll have a chat, but I think the next video will be getting the gearbox out. Yeah. Possibly, but we'll have a chat. We've got all these bits cleaned up as well, as you can see. We've test fitted them. These are probably going to need a paint. Definitely paint them because they're starting to rust really, and you don't want to put that back on. And that's that for today. So as you can see, we're losing light, so although the camera is probably not showing it, it's getting quite dark. So that'll be it. Like and subscribe, all that sort of jazz, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, Sam.
See ya.